Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson with Miss Rafa. Today we're going to complete with Unit 5, A World of Plants. We're going to study the second part of the student book. So if you're ready, open your book on page 43 and let's get started together. Grammar. Explain impossibilities. حكينا عن القاعدة بدرس منفصل. Question 1. What are the differences in meaning between these pairs of sentences? Match the sentences in each pair with one of the meanings given. A. It can't be an interesting place to work. لاحظوا صيغة النفي. We can choose number 2. You feel sure it isn't. نختار صيغة النفي. أنا متأكدة إنه هذا المكان ليس مكان مثير للاهتمام للعمل به. It must be an interesting place to work. استخدمت must be لأحكي عن شيء أنا متأكدة منه. You feel sure it is. أنت متأكد إنه هيك. B. The crowds might have spoiled it for me. منلاحظ الصيغة might have spoiled. عنا might زائد have زائد الفعل بالتصريف الثالث. You think it was possible in the past. منلاحظ إنه الجملة بتحكي عن إمكانية بالماضي. Might have spoiled. The crowds might spoil it for me. لما بستخدم might زائد مصدر معناها أنا عم بحكي عن المستقبل. إمكانية بالمستقبل. You think it is possible in the future. C. Some people might have come from Africa. might بتحكي عن إمكانية زائد have زائد الفعل بالتصريف الثالث قلنا بتحكي عن إمكانية بالماضي. You think it was possible. Some people must have come from Africa. هون استخدمت must يعني شيء أنا متأكدة منه زائد have زائد الفعل بالتصريف الثالث لأحكي عن إمكانية بالماضي ولكن هي الإمكانية أنا متأكدة منها. You feel sure it was possible. إذا بستخدم might لما بحكي عن إمكانية حدوث شيء أما must بكون أنا متأكدة 100%. إذا إجا بعد might و must حاضر تام بكون عم بحكي عن ماضي أما إذا إجا مصدر فبكون عم بحكي عن مستقبل. Question 2. Work in pairs. Look at the photo and say what you think happened just before and just after the photo was taken. إذن رح نحكي شو نحن منعتقد إنه صار قبل الصورة وبعد التقاط الصورة. Make sentences using must have or can't have if you feel sure that something happened and might have if you're not sure. إذن رح أستخدم هدول المصطلحات أول اثنين إذا كنت أنا متأكدة والأخير إذا كنت أنا ماني متأكدة. Now let's move on to speaking. Discussing photographs. 1. Look at the photographs and discuss these questions in pairs. We have Tuyur, Syria, the Sphinx, Egypt. Why do people visit the places you see in the photographs? What can they see and do there? We can say that people go there for tourism, to look at and learn about these world-famous sites. Which of the places in the photos would you most like to visit? Why? We can say, I'd like to visit the first one, at Syria, because I love the sea very much. What was the last place you visited? Did you enjoy your visit? What did you learn from your visit? هون رح نحكي عن حالنا، رح نقول شو آخر مكان زرنا، هل أعجبنا، وشو تعلمنا من هاي الزيارة. Question 2. Read and analyze. As you read this sample account of a visit, make a list of the positive and negative points. إذن رح نذكر النقاط الإيجابية والنقاط السلبية. Our visit to Abamia. Ahmed and I have just got home from a 2-day visit to Abamia. It was only a short visit, but I will remember it forever. Abamia is an ancient site on the bank of the Orontes River. There are extensive ruins which tourists can walk around and where they can learn about many different civilizations. We arrived on Tuesday evening, and the first thing we did was set up our camp. The sky was very clear, and we could see millions of stars. The next morning was very hot, but we visited the Roman city. There were enormous columns and high walls, which I thought were amazing. The next day was another scorching hot day, and we climbed up the hill to the medieval citadel. I didn't think the ruins were as interesting, but the views from the top were incredible, and we could see a long way across Syria. As the sun went down over the plain, we saw the buildings change color from a dark red to pink and purple. It was an amazing sight I will never forget. هلأ بنرجع للسؤال. رح نكتب النقاط الإيجابية والنقاط السلبية. We can say positive points, impressive Roman ruins, clear sky, view of sunset. The negative points, lack of time, and very hot. Now let's move on to writing. An account of a visit. رح نكتب تقرير عن الزيارة مثل التقرير اللي قرأناه من شوي. Task. You're going to write an account of a visit you made. Question 1. Read the account again and make 2 lists. رح نعيد قراءة التقرير ونعمل قائمتين، قائمة عن الحقائق facts وقائمة عن opinions الآراء. بنقدر نقول facts about Apamea. Apamea is an ancient site on the bank of the Orontes River. Other facts are like extensive ancient ruins, enormous columns, very hot weather, views across Syria. هون عم نحكي عن حقائق. The writer's opinion of the visit. I didn't think the ruins were as interesting. Other opinions like thought were amazing, not as interesting, incredible views from the top, an amazing sight. منلاحظ إنه هون عم بيعبر عن رأيه الخاص. إذا لازم يكون عنا حقائق ولازم يكون عنا آراء. Question 2. Planning and writing. التخطيط والكتابة. Plan your own account of a visit you made. Choose a visit to a tourist site in Syria that you remember well. Make a note of facts about the place and your opinions of your visit. Think about these aspects of the visit. The place itself, its purpose, what you did. The weather conditions. What you saw, what you did. Make a paragraph plan, starting a new paragraph for each new stage or aspect of the visit. Question 3. Write your account in 100 to 120 words. Use ideas from the sample account and expressions from the useful language box below. Let's see the language box. Time expressions. We can say, we arrived on, we mentioned the day, at, we mentioned the time. The next day, that same day, or that same evening. The first thing we do, the first thing I did, the first thing we saw. Remembering. I'll remember forever. I'll never forget. Expressing opinions. It felt like. For me, the best or worst thing was. I didn't know what to expect. What surprised me was. Question 4. When you have finished writing, read your account carefully. Check spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Exchange accounts with a partner. As you read what your partner has written, ask yourself these questions. What have I found out about the place he or she visited? Has he or she included some interesting facts? Do I know what he or she thought or felt about the visit? Return your partner's letter and exchange thoughts and ideas. You could ask each other questions. At last, a man doesn't plant a tree for himself. He plants it for posterity. That's everything for today. Hope you liked the lesson. See you next time.